In the shadow of an ordinary day, an unexpected knock reverberates through the walls of a modest home. This is the moment that, unbeknownst to most, has the potential to unravel lives. A $400 emergency expense looms just around the corner. An urgent car repair, a medical bill, or perhaps a broken appliance. As we delve into this story, it's not just about numbers. It's a measuring stick of vulnerability that defines the financial landscape for millions. In a startling revelation from a 2020 study by the Federal Reserve, it's unveiled that a staggering 37% of adults find themselves at the mercy of unforeseen costs. Picture this: one crisis away from disaster. The weight of this statistic hammers home a long-standing agony, a persistent reminder that a simple financial shakeup can spiral into a torrent of anxiety, bills unpaid, and assets sold. But the tension does not stop there. It digs deeper. Black and Hispanic adults, those with lower levels of education, and families earning income beneath a certain threshold, all disproportionately affected. What does this say about our society? Are some fated to navigate a precarious financial existence, while others skate by without a second thought? As we peel back the layers of this financial crisis, we'll uncover the shocking truths that lie beneath. We'll explore the stories of those caught in the crosshairs of financial instability, the systemic issues that perpetuate this cycle, and the crucial mistakes that can lead anyone down a path of financial ruin. But more importantly, we'll arm you with the knowledge to avoid these pitfalls. Because in a world where a $400 expense can topple carefully laid plans, understanding the landscape of personal finance isn't just beneficial, it's essential for survival. Buckle up. This journey through the treacherous terrain of financial missteps is not for the faint of heart, but by the end, you'll be equipped with the tools to navigate even the stormiest financial waters. Are you ready to confront the harsh realities and emerge stronger on the other side? Let's dive deeper into the heart of this financial crisis. In the bustling city streets, where dreams intertwine with reality, one startling statistic looms in the shadows. 40% of American adults are unprepared for life's unexpected storms. Imagine a mother, her back pressed against a wall, her fingers trembling as she fumbles for the numbers on her phone. A $400 emergency expense is looming, and despite her relentless hustle, she realizes she would have to turn to her credit card, payday loans, or worse, rely on the kindness of friends. This isn't just a tale of an isolated incident. This is a growing epidemic that adds a suffocating weight to countless lives. The 2019 Federal Reserve study offers a harsh reminder. For many, financial emergencies are not just daunting, they are catastrophic. These fragile households are teetering on the edge, where one unfortunate mishap can spiral into an avalanche of debt. Medical bills from an unexpected trip to the ER, a transmission failure on the way to work. Each scenario born from a life lived on the brink amplifies not only the stress, but the very real threat of bankruptcy. As we peel back the layers, the tension thickens. Why do we allow this cycle of financial insecurity to persist? The statistics reveal an unyielding truth. Stagnant wages and rising costs of living entrap individuals in a relentless struggle, further complicated by the glaring lack of financial education. And then, a glimmer of hope arrives. Experts recommend maintaining an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses, a financial cushion, a soft landing from life's unexpected blows. Yet many falter before they can even lay that first brick. Why? Because the system seems rigged. Every attempt to save is met with rising expenses that gaslight dreams of security into shadows of despair. But within this turmoil lies an opportunity to rewrite the narrative, to equip ourselves with the necessary knowledge and tools to break this cycle of insecurity. It's time to challenge our financial fate and embark on a journey toward empowerment. Because if we do not prepare for life's uncertainties, we will inevitably face a reckoning that can shake our very foundations. Now let's delve into a story that illustrates the devastating consequences of financial vulnerability. Meet Susan, a bright-eyed 72-year-old retiree. For decades, she painstakingly carved out her financial security. Every dollar saved was a step toward joy, a knitting together of dreams like family vacations, quiet evenings with her grandchildren, and healthcare comforts in her golden years. Yet in the blurry haze of an ordinary day, her world would change forever. When the call came, Susan's pulse quickened, an uninvited sense of urgency cloaking her with its suffocating weight. The voice on the other end, smooth and authoritative, claimed to be from the IRS. They spoke in crisp tones, laced with threats and consequences that only added to her anxiety. "Your assets are at risk, Susan. There's a debt you must settle, or else your future will crumble." The words twisted her stomach into knots. An unimaginable tax debt? A looming crisis? Every fiber of her being instinctively believed the man on the other end. She was compliant, eager to cooperate, yearning to protect her hard-earned nest egg. Incredibly, she followed instructions, liquidating investments that took her a lifetime to build. By the end of that fateful conversation, the total, $150,000, vanished without a trace, usurped by a faceless charlatan. In the aftermath of betrayal, Susan sat in shocked silence. The room now vast and lonely. How could she possibly explain this loss to her family? The shame burrowed deep, festering alongside her mounting despair. It was easier to withdraw than to face the judgment in her children's eyes. As the financial hole widened, she resigned to relying on those whom she should have supported, yet felt utterly destitute, not just monetarily, but in her dignity. The ripples of that phone call rolled into turbulent waves, shattering the calm she once enjoyed. The trust in her chosen institutions eroded. Anxiety became her unwelcome companion, and hope began to look like a distant mirage. Each day grew heavier as she grappled not only with regret, but the unbearable thought that a simple phone call had dismantled her world. Susan's story is not just an isolated tragedy, it is a stark reminder of the darkness lurking in shadows, ready to pounce on unsuspecting innocence. As we navigate our own financial paths, let Susan's experience urge us forward with caution. The line between security and vulnerability is thinner than we might imagine. As we've journeyed through these harrowing tales of financial missteps, one truth emerges crystal clear. Knowledge is our most powerful shield against financial disaster. The stories of those caught in the crosshairs of unexpected expenses, predatory scams, and systemic inequalities serve as stark reminders of the fragility of our financial well-being. But let these stories also ignite a fire within you, a fire to learn, to prepare, to take control of your financial future. Remember, 40% of Americans struggle with a $400 emergency expense, but you don't have to be among them. The path to financial security begins with a single step. Whether it's starting an emergency fund, educating yourself about potential scams, or simply tracking your expenses. In a world where numbers govern our lives, possessing financial literacy often separates the thriving from the struggling. It's not just about money, it's about lives, communities, and our shared future. Let's reclaim our narratives, for knowledge is the first step towards lasting change. As you leave this journey, carry with you the urgency of financial preparedness. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and most importantly, take action. Because in the end, the most crucial money mistake to avoid is inaction in the face of financial uncertainty. The power to shape your financial destiny lies within your grasp. Will you seize it?